Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 4 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, Taloon made a bunch of money by transporting armor from Endor to Balamo Castle. I finished up getting the 10,000 gold that I need, and then I just walked back here to Talon's hometown, and I'm just going to do this thing where I turn in the dog. That way I can hire both of the mercenaries, so you can see both of the mercenaries. Remember, Strom, the guardsman, he would not join us if we had the dog. Unfortunately, we can't get the dog back once we turn him in. And I like to have the dog hanging around with me, because otherwise he's hanging out in that cage, and I think he'd rather go for a big, long walk with us. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the silver statuette cave with both the mercenaries, get the silver statue cage, and then show the mercenaries leaving. And then I'm just gonna restart the game and basically do that over again, but with just the dog and Laurent, the troubadour. So we hire him for 400 gold pieces for 5 days. At the end of 5 days, when you step out of town, they'll be like, it's time for me to go, and then they'll just leave your party. You can always then rehire them again. So we gotta pick up another helping hand here. Yeah, too bad they won't let you keep the dog. But like I said, when we for the next episode, I'll have the dog back, because I'll just be doing everything I do in this episode here, but just with Laurent here. So Strom, he's just basically like Ragnar. He attacks, has a strong attack, pretty good defense. Laurent, he has a weak offense. He has the venomous dagger, so he can sometimes paralyze enemies. And he can cast spells, Fireball, Sleep, and Heal. So just look at all the stats here. And you can't command them what to do. They will just, they have their own AI, the computer takes care of them. And that's going to give us a preview of Chapter 5, because in Chapter 5 you can only control Cosmo, our hero. All the other characters will be controlled by AI. This could be good sometimes, in some instances, bad in others. So, usually just bad against bosses when you want to have a specific strategy. But against like common mobs, they can be okay. So some of the sword's called the Needian sword. You have to find it, and we can reach the sky. And this guy, he doesn't need any workers. Well, maybe they might need some workers over in Santine, where Princess Aline is from. So let's go use this warp gate here. See if we can sneak into Santine Castle. Maybe we might discover some clue. But unfortunately the game is not going to let us sequence break or visit here. Yeah, this guy's gonna come and block our way. This is the country of Santine. No outsiders can enter. You better go back. So yeah, just like how we couldn't go this way before we had the king's permission in Princess Alina's chapter, last chapter. That guard blocked the way. Well, now the guard is blocking the way for Taloon to get to Santine. So the only place we have left to go is that cave to the northeast of Endor, or north of where that guy was trying to build the tunnel, dig a tunnel to go to an eastern port city. So we're gonna head to that cave. There's one new enemy in there. Well, actually two. I didn't run into the other one though. The one of them is the metal slime. Like the metal slimes in Dragon Warrior 2, in 1, 2, and 3, they give a lot of experience when defeated. But of course they can run away. They have a high chance of running away, like 50% time running away. Other times they can cast Fireball or just do a physical attack. But we're going to come back and do this cave again when we have Cosmo. So, because there's a lot of good treasure in this cave that Taloon can't really use. He can get it and sell it, but we're getting a lot of, equipment just from drops. So here's the new enemy, the Elf Rover. Otherwise, the enemies are pretty much the kind that are in the desert. In Princess Alina's chapter, about a bunch of Sandmaster worms, and then also the monsters that were in Ragnar's tower, the Lock Tower, where we rescued the children. So, Taloon has the Sword of Malice, so he'll be able to take out the enemies pretty easily. Now keep in mind, some of these enemies will notice when they start dropping. They start dropping half-plate armors and broadswords. If you get any of them, you want to keep them, because after we do this, I'm going to show off what happens. You get your store, you buy the store, and then you get an order with the king. And the king basically says, you know, he wants to order 7 broadswords, 7 half-plate mails. And you can get them for just, like, you know, farming enemies. So any you pick up here you want to keep. That's why we're not getting any of these treasures here. Here we don't carry anything here, so it's okay. I thought one was a medical herb. There is a medical herb, but I got the wrong chest. I think it's that one right down there. But like I said, we'll just save a lot of these chests then for later. That guy, he doesn't understand the cave. You can't get the treasure, you can't reach any of the treasures. Neither can we, but we're gonna change that up a little bit here. Just a sec. So we're going to go into this floor here. And this floor will change. See that treasure chest at the bottom there? We can't get to it. There's a few other places. Look where all the water is. We're going to touch a switch up here, and that's going to drain the water from this floor to the floor below, where that guy was at. And then we can start reaching the treasure chest because there'll be a ship down there. How the ship appeared down there, we don't know, but it just does. And we'll be able to sail the ship around and get some of the treasures. But we're only getting 2 of the treasures, only because they're empty boxes. Like I said, the other treasures we're going to save for a second trip through this cave. Hit the switch, things lower down. Now you'll notice that a lot of the water on this floor has disappeared. Over to the left, the water has disappeared, so we can get back up. That'll take us back to the entrance. On the first floor, before we got to board the ship, there was a staircase to the left. That's where that staircase leads to. And the staircase we came up to is now blocked, but a new one is uncovered, as the water just flowed down through that little staircase there. And now all those elevated platforms are on the level with the ship. And somehow this guy, he also got a ship. A short while ago, water suddenly poured down from above. I almost drowned, but I survived the ordeal and got to these chests. Sorry. Yeah, he took these chests, but he didn't take the chest to the left. There's a chest to the left of the down south and to the left, and then up to the upper left. We're not going to grab either of them. I think one's a broadsword, one's a half-plate mail. Once again, I'm going to save them for Cosmo when we come back through here. I guess if you're really not too patient, you could, you know, grab them and use the half-plate armor and the broadsword to sell them to the king when he requests. But you can get that just farming enemies. That's how I'm going to get the 7 broadswords, 7 of just farming enemies. And they drop pretty commonly. And if they don't drop, usually you'll be able to get like an armor that you can sell in Balamo Castle. And then you can buy, once you sell the armor, you can go buy broadswords at Balamo Castle, or you can buy half-plates at Endor if you need either of them. So one of those enemies dropped the club that we fought. Open this up, and we get the silver statuette. And that's that treasure that guy wanted, and he's going to give us 25,000 gold for it. That one man was selling his shop for 35,000 gold, so that's why we had to build up that other, the other 10,000 gold between episodes. So that way, when we get that thing, we can just buy the shop outright. And once you get that shop, then the king will be like, hey, you know, like, you know, I guess we're his favorite merchants, even though we just got into business because we did prevent the war from happening, Balamo from invading Endor. And the king, he realizes that, you know, hey, I can't equip my soldiers, they're still using copper swords, so he decides to put an order for us with Taloon for 7 broadswords and 7 half-plate armors, and we basically rip him off really good. So the broadswords cost 2,000 a piece, and so 7 of them is 1,400. And then half-plate armor is 1,200, so 7 of them is 8,400. So if you were just bought them himself, it would have ran him 22,400 gold pieces. But we managed to get his business for 60,000 gold pieces. So basically the king lost 37,600 on doing business with us. If he were to just send his men somewhere else, you know, outside his door to get the half-plate armor, and up the road a little bit to Balamo to get the broadswords. But hey, we'll be happy to get that 60,000 gold, because that's the exact amount of money that we need to continue that guy's dream of digging the tunnel. So basically, now that we have a shop, what you can do is you can take items and you can give them to Netta to sell, and she'll sell them for 150% of their what other shops sell. So sort of mouse there. So this is a way you can build up a whole bunch of money. You can just, if you have money, buy sword of malices, come back here. Usually it takes about like 2 days for her to sell it. And you can just talk with her here, and the day will pass. You taught already? Yeah. Just say yes. Good night. Good night. She'll wake up here. So maybe like do it like 2 times in a row, and then you can talk to her again. Just go around the corner, and she'll give you the money for the profits. So you can just build up a whole bunch of money like that. So I slept a few days just so I can show off the message here that you get when it's time for these guys to go. Sorry, my 5 days have passed. I must go. Farewell. The Laurent leads and Strom days. 5 days have passed. I'll leave now. Take care. Bye. So yeah, that's what you get when they leave. You can go back and hire them again while you're farming for getting equipment for fighting enemies. Also, we'll be going back to the cave north of the starting village to get that iron safe. I didn't do that cave because I wanted to keep on that inventory slot. But once we buy our shop here, we want to go to the king and get that order that he wants. Tune, I heard you own a shop now. How about taking a big order for me? I want to collect weapons and armor for my soldiers and have them deliver them to the people downstairs. So we want to go down to this corner here. Now you can only turn in this stuff at during the day, because at nighttime that soldier on the left is replaced by that kid there. And here's the thing, we can he says, hey, go buy them in other towns if you want to. So deliver armor and weapons to the king, and anytime you have broadswords and half plates, he'll take them off of you, and then he'll make a record of it. So he wanted 7 and 7, so we deliver 2 broadswords, 6 suits of half plate, and then like I said, we just have to go gather the rest of them. And like I said, we can do this trick here with like the sword of malice. Because after I believe we'd sell 2 swords of malice, we'd be able to go back and buy. We'd have enough money to buy 3, and then you can just, as you keep buying, things just getting more and more. So I'll see you in the next episode where I complete the order. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.